everybody, and welcome to another video session with me. I'm Ed Lazar with Essential Team Advisors. Deontay is behind the camera, and his idea was Whiteboard Wednesdays. And we have another Whiteboard Wednesday today. Sometimes during Whiteboard Wednesdays, we're going to talk about things that are business related, so you business owners can get something out of it. Individual career seekers will be able to get something out of their Whiteboard Wednesdays. And sometimes we're going to do things that are just purely motivational and or personal. And I want to show you something that's personal and motivational to me, and that's my motivational command center. To me, there is nothing more motivational than family. So in my motivational command center, in my great and inspirational space, or greatly inspirational space, I have pictures of my family. Have four wonderful children. The 8th grandchild is on the way, January, God willing. I'm sure everything is going to be just great. Very excited about that, but there's just nothing to replace family. Also, at the center of my command center are some sayings that I found along the way that I do read on a regular basis. Now, typically these are behind me where I'm sitting at my desk, but I see them every single day when I come in, and I read them several times a week so that information stays in front of my eyes. So it continues to reinforce what I think I should be doing on a regular basis, things that I'm thinking about, and it guides my thoughts, it guides my moods, it guides my effort in a positive direction. I'll share those in detail in another Whiteboard Wednesday, but let's get to the whiteboard. I haven't changed this whiteboard in a long time because it continues to speak to me. And so I would advise if you put some motivating sayings around you, when they're not speaking to you anymore, change them up. This one sticks with me, speaks to me very often. And it's on the subject of dreaming, and I'll read it out loud for you here. All men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night, in the dusty recesses of their minds, wake in the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act on their dreams with open eyes to make them possible. So who said that? Lieutenant Colonel T.E. Lawrence, also known as Lawrence of Arabia. And we could do an hour and a half on Lawrence of Arabia and the important part he played in India's history and in British military history and in civilization in general. We'll save that for another time. I modified this saying just a bit by the words of Nelson Mandela. I substituted dangerous men for courageous men. And again, we can say people, but these were the words of those saying them, so we're going to use them exactly. About courageous men. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Nelson Mandela. Our Whiteboard Wednesday. So we put together Lawrence of Arabia and Nelson Mandela to do a few things for us here. To encourage us to dream, but not dream so that it's just dream for fancy or vanity, as Lieutenant Colonel Lawrence said, but dream during the day so that you can actually see the vision of your dreams. You can visualize, plan, account for all the elements of your dreams and see them come true, and to see them as possible, to dream with eyes open, to be dangerous, actually to be courageous, because it takes courage to dream. It takes courage to really believe that your dreams could come true, to not hold yourself back by what other people say is possible and is not possible, to hold yourself back by saying, oh, I could never afford that, or not in my lifetime, or I'm too old, or I'm too young, or I'm too this, or I'm too that. The limitations will kill the dreams. That's not what dreaming is for. Dreaming is to show the possibility and to dream during the day and to really focus on seeing it through, and then to put it in action, and to do it with courage. And again, courage is not the absence of fear, because in putting together essential team advisors and every other thing I've had my hands in, there has been fear involved, no doubt. But you have to take the steps forward anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. And sometimes the triumph over it is just taking a deep breath, taking one more step closer, one step at a time. Always forward steps, and like we like to say at ETA, we're always moving forward. You'll hear some folks say, every time I take a step forward, I take 2 steps backward. Stop that. Stop that right away. Resign yourself to only taking steps forward. Forward, not maybe some aren't as big as other steps, but they're always step forwards, whether they're taken courageously or in fear, whether they are dreamt and just a dream and you haven't taken action on them, always moving forward. Thanks for being with us. Ed Lazar, Essential Team Advisor.